Hello dear students, welcome in this class. In this session I will explain chapter number 2 in physics, that is force and law of motion. The first topic is force. I am going to explain the force with this example. Now see, there are two persons. This person is suppose P1 and this person is P2, and this is any object. Oh, person P2 try to pull this object on this direction. If we give the direction, this is east, west, north, south. Person P2 apply the force, suppose F2 applying the force in east direction. This is the direction of the east. So this is pulling. Try to pull this object, apply the force. On the same time, person P1 also give applying a force in east direction. Okay. Suppose this person apply a force F1. So this is pull, this one is pull, and this one is pushing the object. So here the definition of force is came, that is a push or pull of a body or any object is called force. So from this given example, this P2 person is pulling the object, same object, and the P1 person is pushing the same object, or we can say that applying a force F1 and F2 on this object. Next definition of the force can be given as the force is an effort that change the state of object from rest or motion. That means if any object in the state of rest, suppose this object in the state of rest, while you are pushing or pulling, then this object may be in the state of motion. So that means when you apply the force, object will move, or if the object is moving, then it will come in the state of rest. First one. Second one, when you apply the force, then it will change the direction and the velocity. Okay, suppose this is the direction diagram, east, west, north, south. Someone is moving in east direction. Suppose you apply the force in north direction, then this object will move in north direction. So its direction change, and the same time velocity will also change. So this is the whole concept of force. I think it is clear to you. The next topic is what are the characteristics of the force. First one, very important, pay attention. A force has both magnitude and direction. That is why it is a vector quantity. Remember the chapter number first, I have explained a physical quantity which has magnitude and direction both, that quantity are said to be vector quantity. So in force it has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude means suppose 20 Newton. Direction means suppose applied in east direction. That is why it is a vector quantity. Second, the SI unit of force is Newton. The formula is F is equal to mass into acceleration. I will explain this formula in the next video, the derivation of this formula. F is equal to ma. The symbol is F. Next in, what are the effect of the forces? First, it can change the speed of any object. I have explained to you how a force can change the speed. When you apply the force on any object, then maybe speed inches. Suppose initial velocity is u, after applying the force, its velocity will become v2. Fine. Second one, it can change the direction of the motion of any object. If object is moving in east direction, initially you applied a force in north direction, then the object will move in the north direction. So a force can change the motion of any object, the direction of any object. Third one, it can change the shape of any object. I hope in your childhood you must play with your Pen spring. This is your spring. Suppose you applied a force F1 and here you applied the force F2 from your finger, then the shape of the spring will become like this. So this force can change the shape of any object. So this is the main properties of the effect of force. There are basically two types of force: balance force and unbalanced force. Now understand, first one is balance force. If the resultant of applied force is zero, that means, now let's take understand with this example. Suppose this person is P1 and this person is P2. This is any object O. Person P1 applying a force suppose of 50 Newton in east direction. This is my direction diagram: east, west, north, south. Person P2 apply the same amount of force 50 Newton in west direction. This one is east and this one is west. So, but resultant force is zero because the direction is opposite. Magnitude is equal 50 Newton, 50 Newton, but the direction is opposite. One is east and the other one is west, just opposite direction. That is why the resultant is zero. Such type of force is said to be balanced force. In the balanced force, this object will not move anywhere. Now understand characteristics. Balanced force do not cause any change in the state of any object. That means this object is not moving because both apply equal amount of force in opposite direction. That is why the object will not move. First. Second, balanced force are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. In this given diagram I have explained, equal in magnitude, both are 50 Newton, but opposite in direction. Opposite, see the direction is just opposite. First one is in east direction and the second one is applied in west direction. Balance force can change the shape and size of the object. It can change the shape but object will not move. This is the characteristics of the balance force. Next one is unbalanced force. If the resultant of the applied force is greater than zero, that means it is not zero, such type of force is said to be unbalanced force. Now see, I think everyone play the football. Person P1 applied the force of 75 Newton on this football. On the same time, person P2 applied the force of 125 Newton. Then this football move in this direction because this force is greater. Such type of force, when the resultant of applied force is not zero, that kind of force is said to be unbalanced force. So this is all about this session class. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. In the next class I will explain you F is equal to ma, the derivation of the force F is equal to ma. Thank you everyone.